Hey, this Mac, the Halal Goat. Make sure y'all subscribe to Beers and Bottles on their YouTube and their Patreon for the latest and exclusive content. Big ups Louis J. Big ups the homie GL. And one more thing.
All the small talk.
Yeah. Beers and vibes. Beers and vibes. Beers and bottles. Beers and vibes. Flyest niggas. Baddest minds. Poppin' shit. Poppin' vibes.
Yeah. It's your main man, PBM Louis.
It's the homie GL.
And this Beers
And Bottles.
We here with our special guest today. Say your name, nigga. Let people know.
Terrell, you know what I'm saying? Ruger, you know what I mean?
Well, that part.
The biggest king.
That part.
The biggest king.
Homie G, Jersey.
That part.
So in case y'all never seen us two together, I'm the homie GL. That's
this the homie G.
Don't at me trying to at him.
And don't at me trying to at him.
Yo, they go through this all the time.
Yo,
We got
he used
years
to be
in
bad.
this.
He used to be bad.
We used to party together, and they used to try to tag people.
Yeah.
And y'all both had dreads at the time.
And we had dreads at the time,
Yeah.
and we had a low cut at the
You
time.
did have dreads.
He
Oh.
did.
Remember that back
It was a rite of passage.
They call cuz Goldie. That's that Goldie look. GL. You feel me?
Shit, he did have dreads.
Yeah, that's why he got the name GL.
Side
You know what I
down,
mean?
headbang.
Got the motherfucking beard down. Like,
Yeah, man.
Cut.
Beers and bottles, huh?
Yeah,
We
Hey,
lit,
shit,
though.
this shit come full circle. Niggas didn't even know what GL name, what it stood for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
Goldie Low.
yeah, it's Goldie Low.
Goldie Low.
Yeah.
I never do that, cuz.
Yeah, the gold locks.
Yeah, he had the gold locks back in the day.
If you know, you
The
know, man.
headbang. With
Yeah, the headbang.
The headband.
With the headband.
Jordan band
With the
upside
Jordan
down.
band upside down.
Yeah.
Good looking, good living.
That part, Jordan down.
You hear me?
Hey yo, so
Good
look.
looking, good living.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's figure. Let's
Well, I
go.
love 'em.
Before we really start the pod, you know what I mean. When we really get into what we get on, you know what I mean. We always try to, you know what I mean, talk to the people, try to celebrate what's going on. But before we even get to all that, how was your weekend, cuz?
It was great. It was amazing.
Tell us what you did.
You know what I'm saying? My weekend, just now, but lately, you know, I just came off a family vacation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Took my kids down to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Was down there for like 6 days. You know, my kids love it down
That's a
there.
good trip.
Then one of your
that's a
sons
trip.
just
You know what I'm
graduated.
saying?
recently, too?
One of my sons just graduated.
Hey,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Just walked across that stage. I felt like
That's a big accomplishment.
That's a big accomplishment.
Hey, listen, man, like, take away the money.
Shout out to him.
Take away the money, take away the lifestyle. I'm accomplished because he walked across that stage.
Right.
You understand
Talk
what I'm
about
saying?
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's dope,
saying?
that's
I don't
dope.
care about none of the money that I make, the lifestyle I live right now, whatever. As long as I watch my son walk across that stage, you know what I'm saying, and graduate as a senior, I feel accomplished.
That's amazing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
is, for
I feel
real.
like I did my big one.
Yeah, that's
You know
how
what
they
I'm
say
saying?
it.
As you
I feel like I
should.
did my big one, man.
That be that
Like, you know what I
feeling,
mean? Like, you know, because, you know,
push.
fathers and lives of the sons, you know what I'm saying, it's rare. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, we ain't come up like that. We ain't come up like that with our fathers and our lives and shit like that. You know what I mean? I ain't had my father in my life. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
So, Grape Street was my father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like the streets was my father. You know what I mean? So I try to change the narrative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Generational curses, man.
Be broken.
Change the generational curses, bro.
Be
You know what I'm
broken.
saying? So, I feel inspired. I feel great. I feel amazing. My
Right.
spirit is up.
Absolutely.
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
What's
So,
after graduation? College?
I'm pushing him more so to college. He's a football player. You know what I'm saying? He's a
And he
DB.
nice.
He's nice.
Nice.
He's a DB and he's nice. No fly zone. Don't throw it his way.
He's nice.
Don't throw it his way.
Like,
He's
oh,
picking
he's
it.
nice.
Revis
You know what I'm
Island
saying?
type shit?
Shots
Yeah.
to
Shout out to
Nazir.
Revis.
Shots to my son Nazir,
Shout
man.
out- shout
You
out
feel
to
me?
the
Know what I'm
Jets.
saying? Like no fly zone. Like you throw it his way, he's picking it. I took him to my Minnesota. You know what I mean? To a camp, and it was a Junior Olympics event in Minnesota Vikings Field in Minnesota, and he showed his ass out there.
Oh, he went crazy.
Went crazy. beat out 300.
He knew the mission.
He knew the mission. Beat out 360 contestants. He got the 40-yard dash award, right? Got the 40-yard dash award. He got the player of the game award. And him and his team beat out everybody on the 7v7. So he brought back 3 awards.
Big dog.
Big dog. You know what I'm saying? Not the little one.
Crazy.
You gotta show that love.
Not the little one. You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, for me to be there, to see him do that, man.
That's a different type of feeling.
It's a different type of feeling. I ain't never had that. So I'm reliving. I'm reliving through him.
Like what you
The homie
wanted.
G, we got it. You know, moving forward. The homie G, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good too, bro. I was chilling. I chilled with my daughters, you get what I'm saying? It was Father's Day. You know, I got a 2-year-old that's about to be 3. I got a 15-year-old that's about to be 6. And they both princesses. So it's just like, I'm not on the field, you know what I'm saying, running wild with them. I'm just trying to chill, relax, have a calm time, be able to spend time with them, you know what I'm saying, and be around and be supportive of the energy that they're trying to show me of this generation.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's a gap in between the 2 ages.
Right.
You got 15 about to be 16. That's mid-range. You get what I'm saying? High school. And then you got 2 about to be 3.
What the hell made you want to start over again?
God, that's what I said to him the other day
Changing
when we spoke on the
Pampers
phone.
again at 35.
Yeah, he did say that to me. Like,
Bro, I said, bro, we old as hell, bro.
I mean, you know,
I got the patience is thin right now for me.
So for me, the patience is like, I used to have no patience, and now I have so much patience because of me having daughters, and then also me doing tattoos, and then I have to interact with everybody and everybody's energy. And you know what I'm saying? I get different people every day. So that all falls into my patience within myself.
Facts.
Of everything that it is that I got going on and doing. So then it allows me to look at the better in all situations, which will give me the patience to understand situations, if that makes sense.
No, I got you. No,
You get what I'm saying? Like, in order for me to understand, I gotta have the patience to listen to what you're saying, get where you're coming from, and know my side of it too. And then be like, all right, there's a mixed balance in between. I understand that, and all right, cool.
Go forward from
there.
All right. So the homie GL, not the homie G, the homie GL.
That's homie G. Don't say that. The homie.
That's what I said, not the homie G, the homie GL. How was your weekend? What did you do this past weekend?
My weekend was quiet. I'm sure I was outside somewhere, but matter of fact, I ain't do much this weekend. Like, I'm on the block with it, ice cups, drinking, happy Father's Day energy.
Right.
My daughter a little older, she 15 as is. So I'm like, all right, you got your own money now. What you getting me, you heard?
Right.
She like, I'm the gift. I'm like, all right.
I'm the gift is insane.
So I was a little tight. Then I looked at it, she posted me on a joint. That was, I was gassed.
That's gas.
She got videos of me I don't know she got. I'm like, wow. She be recording the boy like that.
She a little too old.
Gassed.
She a little too old for the macaroni paintings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dead.
Oh, wait, hold. How can I forget? Hold on. I just slid through the Lord
you went
Baby
to the Lil
concert.
Baby concert.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I just slid through the Lord Baby concert.
All that shit. That's why I let you get the opportunity to tell it.
With my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter, that's her favorite artist.
How old is she?
Lord Baby. She's 15.
Okay.
She'll be 16 in October. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tamia. That's my baby girl. You know what I mean? That's my oldest. And we slid to the Lil Baby concert in Raleigh. And that shit was amazing.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
What them tickets was looking like, man?
400.
I mean, you know, I paid $150 each for the ticket. We had good seats though. We had good seats.
Had good seats.
You know what I'm saying? $150 a piece, good seats.
I heard NBA YoungBoy ticket price through the roof.
But check this out though.
Fresh back.
He's supposed to be on
Gonna
the
be
tour.
crazy.
On the tour?
He wasn't in. He wasn't there.
What, NBA YoungBoy?
Nah, he wasn't there. Big Extra Plug.
Oh yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he tough. He tough.
He had hurt his leg or
Big Extra
hurt
Plug.
his foot or something like that, or whatever.
So he was out there in the woods.
And he couldn't make the rally.
Event,
The
yeah.
rally
Roll up
show.
out
You
there.
know what I'm saying? I was looking for him.
That's
I
fire.
was like, shit.
So let me.
But you know, he put out, you know what I mean? ESTG.
That's
you know what
fire.
I'm saying? You feel me? 4-2 Doug.
That's fire.
He held it
Yeah.
down.
They made it a Detroit moment.
Pluto.
That was a real Detroit moment.
What was it? Female?
Midwest
Pluto?
movement.
Pluto.
No, Pluto is
Female.
is
I thought Pluto was Future. That's what he go by.
No. There's a female, little baby. He unassigned a female
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
called Pluto.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell you how my weekend was. This nigga taking up everything.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, let me tell you how my weekend was, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
So it's Father's Day weekend that just passed.
Yeah, what's cracking? Happy Father's Day to everybody, too.
Happy Father's Day,
Happy Father's Day to everybody, man.
So my weekend Saturday was nothing really going on. Friday, I think I was just doing some stuff for the pod. I had checked out a new venue that's brought to a lot of different people. We got an event with Dave and Buster's this coming up week.
Nice.
21st. You know what I mean? We be doing that. It's something crazy.
Salute to that.
Sponsored by Branson.
Dave and Buster's.
I prayed for it.
Crazy.
I prayed for it.
That was crazy. But that's coming up this Saturday. But outside, and we had Hot 97 on the 20th. But outside of that.
Talk your shit. Pop it.
I'm just chilling, man. We just doing what we doing. I'm just booking and doing what we doing, putting things together. But outside of that, you know what I mean?
Be modest.
Yeah, my weekend was amazing. My wife, she brought me some Asics, took me to dinner. My children made me 2 cards. Paper cards. I put them on the wall. You know what I mean? Some crazies. I thought it was dope. You know, my kids are young. Yeah. My youngest is 9. My oldest is 11. So I still got babies. So you know what I mean? I took those and put those on the refrigerator. Showed the gram with the joint. You know what I mean? And then this is something I didn't really didn't expect. Some of the one of the homie or two that don't have no children that I did. You know what I mean? I always do right by everybody, but that I helped out. You know what I mean? In the past, he shot me a couple bucks. Auntie, every year I throw a Mother's Day brunch at my house.
Okay.
Right? This year I couldn't afford to have it catered, so I catered myself. I made like 20 steaks, big joints, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who made 20 steaks?
The boy, I did that.
You
Stop
made 20
it.
steaks?
Stop
Did 20
it, man.
steaks. Ask T-Rob, ask everybody that was there. I made like 150 shrimp, grilled shrimp. I made the big ass pot of grits. I made the sauce that go with it. I did it crazy for the mothers that came and they popped up. It's on my story. You
a microwave nigga, man.
Never.
You're a fryer ass nigga, man.
Wait, hold on.
Stop it.
So I went crazy for the mothers this holiday, right? So the mothers, my girl's friends, and they sent me $50, $25, $30, Zell me cash. I'm like, damn, it's $350.
Yeah. Hey, come
You
on.
feel me?
Let's get busy.
I had to use that for tuition, but for my kids' tuition.
Full circle. I like how that went. I like how that went.
Just the fact that they sent it to me, I felt like, yo, look.
You gotta go to it.
They loved it. It was gonna be out my pocket.
That's fair.
Kids,
yes.
You know what I mean?
That's
The
fair.
registration fee $125 a piece.
That's fair. That's it right there.
$250 and I
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So
That's
all right,
it.
let's move forward though now. All right, you know what I mean? Boom.
Hold on. Shout out to my lady though too, man. Like shout out to my lady. She bought me a crazy bag. Coach, she know my style.
Fire.
I love Coach. You know what I'm saying? She spent about like $400. You know what I'm saying, on this Coach bag. Shout out to my lady. And my kids bought me a toolbox. I'm a man. I like to use my hands. I fix shit in the house. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So I got a nice little toolbox. You know what I'm saying? About 45 piece toolbox. So shout out to my kids, man, for you know what I mean? Bless me for Father's Day. And shout out to my lady, man. Like,
Shout out to them.
Shout out to my
Let's clap
to
them.
them.
But look,
all the
look,
kids for
this
Father's Day.
Beards and Bottles, right? You know what I mean? This is a
Shout out to
life
all the
bio
kids.
with Beards and Bottles. You feel what I'm saying? It's about life, legacy, you know what I mean, and come up. So let's
Facts.
have those conversations and where we go forward from here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We need to start at a base point. We need the people to know where we came from and where we started from.
yes, sir.
Give us your upbringing. One from you to you. But we gotta stay. Look, remember, we only an hour and 15 minutes here, right? So we need to give these niggas a life biography of who you guys are and the duality of the two in the next hour and 15 minutes. Let's give it to them. Look, boom. You give us 5 minutes, you give us 5 minutes, 2 seconds.
Go.
Where the come up, so on and so forth, where you come from. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna have, because this is about to be a definitely intriguing one.
Hey, listen, man.
Just to come up. We give us 14 years old, 12 years old, mommy, daddy. We need the background. Let's go.
So I want to say, 14 years old, man. First of all, I'm a number blocks boy.
Talk to him.
You know what I mean? I grew up on 19th Street.
I knew this
You know
nigga
what I'm
since I was a
saying?
baby. 19th
Street and Avon.
I'm
9.
lying. Says I knew.
You're not lying. You're not lying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hooping.
You
Little
feel me?
kids, bro.
Hooping.
Bro used to be serious with the ball,
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
Hooping.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm lying, cuz.
Nah, you
Cuz was nice.
definitely not lying, bro. I was nice with the ball.
And I thought I was nice. Cuz came and it was a different level.
And
cuz.
you know, I started doing. See, this is what you don't know. I started doing street ball because my mom, she ain't allowed me to do high school or ball in the school regularly.
Oh, she was letting you do the ball in school?
She was so concerned about the neighborhood. You know what I mean? She was so concerned about the neighborhood. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, like.
She didn't know about Ellis and Hopkins 21st.
I went to Madison.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like when you started coming up to the hill. Where
you know
we
what I'm
at?
saying? I went to Madison Ave school. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the players out there, whatever. You know what I mean? The coaches wanted me on their team, but moms went. She was like, nah. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about bro was nice when he was 12 type shit.
The
like,
neighborhood was crazy. So I started playing street ball, and I started rocking with, you know what I mean, Louis.
Cooking them.
Over there.
Barbecue chicken.
In Montgomery. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me he was playing against grown men.
You
Tell
feel
me he
me?
was playing against grown men.
Grown men.
Yeah.
Shy, all of them.
Them niggas was grown.
You know what
Me
I'm
and brothers, he a year older than me. We the same age for the most part, right? What I'm telling you, Sean, them 4 or 5 years older than us, maybe 7.
Right.
And some of them other niggas,
You know Shy.
Shy Wu.
Yes,
And
yes.
some of them
Shy
other niggas,
Wu.
Shy Wu about to go hit the league.
We playing against them. You know what I'm saying?
Getting
We playing
cooked.
against them. We youngins.
Nice.
And we playing against
I'm
them.
talking about 12,
And we
10
balling.
type shit.
We balling playing against them. Me, him, you, Smash. You know what I'm saying? Steph, all of them. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I mean? IG. You know what I mean? The list goes on. You know what
And
I'm saying?
I was always
Why
shorter than
do?
all them.
You
Tell
know
them I
what
was always
mean?
shorter than everybody.
Always short. Nigga, little peanut.
We the same height now, but it wasn't always like that.
Peanut head ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. You feel me? But he was a solid individual though.
Yeah, okay.
He was always solid. You know what I'm saying?
He was younger. We always clicked.
solid.
I don't know why
He
we
was
always clicked.
Skinny, but he was solid. You know what I mean?
And I was
So-
shorter than everybody.
And I'm from the number blocks, 19th Street, so I always used to come 2 blocks over to 20th and 21st Street.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? To come kick it with the Lokes.
And I'm on
You know what
21st
saying?
Street.
And this is where I kind of motherfucker made
Bones.
my bones, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, on 21st, you know what I mean? My family was blood. Everything from 19th Street and down, 18, 17, 16, 17, 15,
Yeah,
14, 11.
Yeah.
Avon. It was
The whole
all-
rest of Avon.
That's blood.
Yeah.
That's blood. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole op hood. You know what I'm saying? So, me coming from 19th Street, I used to always go with the Lokes. You know what I'm saying? 2 blocks away. Should always be over there. You know what I mean? Rocking with the Lokes. You know what I'm saying? Free G-Check, man.
Yeah,
like,
big
'cause
G-Check. Free big G-Check.
Free big G-Check, man. So that was one of the ones, man, that was around. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I mean? Brought me around to the environment.
Because he was staying on 20th.
Of
Big
course.
G-Tech was staying on 20th. He was
Right.
staying on 19. One
Right.
block around the
Yeah,
corner.
okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, you know, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, banging Crit, you know what I'm saying, banging Grape Street, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, as life goes on, you know, I had to find my way. You know what I mean? I had to find my way. You know?
Give us some examples of how Grape Street might have helped or hurt you along the way. Figure things out. Some people say the gang gave them certain discipline and structure that helped them throughout their journey, and some people feel like it's the worst thing they ever did. Like, you know?
Okay.
That's good.
So let me give you this.
good.
Let me give you this, right? So I don't regret nothing, right? Because it made me the man I am today, right? Because I didn't have a father figure in my life at the same time. So the streets was my father figure. So I had to learn a lot of stuff from the streets. You know what I'm saying? On how to maneuver. You know what I mean? Without my father. You know what I mean? So I don't regret nothing. you know, I appreciate everything that I went through the streets. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. Because when you expect something, it leaves room for disappointment.
Disappointment.
That might be the title of this
That's
joint.
word. Let Cuz go. Let Cuz do his thing.
You understand me?
Let the homie G do his thing. Go ahead, Cuz.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let Cuz homie do that. You went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with that.
Come on. Let him
You
cook.
just went crazy. Give us a lie. I just put my hand out. Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, go ahead, the homie G. You got to top that, Cuz.
Yeah.
You got to talk about upbringing. Got to top
listen.
that.
Come on. Let him cook. Let him
For
cook.
me, right, it's not even. It's my brother.
And
Where you from though? Where you let me know all that too.
We about to go all the way through it. You know what I'm saying? So originally I'm from Prince Street. So I grew up on Prince Street. I had half my family. My father's side of the family is in East Orange. They're on 15th all the way to 18th Street, Park Avenue.
The blood.
The Double I area.
Double R.
And then with my mother's side, we on Prince Street and we on the north side.
Grape Street.
Grape Street, bro. I lived with my grandparents and growing up in the East Orange side. And then I moved with my other grandparents on the north side. And on the north side is where I come in contact with Rizzo,
Rizzo.
Ray Rizzo.
Shout out Rizzo.
Free Cuz,
Free Rizzo.
Blizzy, Free Cuz, and everybody else, because it's all right there.
Right. He from Barkley.
Right.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Prince Street, all
Now,
that right there.
we went to daycare together.
These babies.
His babies are 4 years old.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This is my man from 4 years old. So I'm all in that area already. Growing up over there, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Good kid, my parents is good. Family is good. Everybody's family orientated, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, everything good, chilling. But maneuvering through different neighborhoods, because I got family in different neighborhoods, to where like maybe 4 members of my family gang-wise is Crip and everybody else is Blood. And the ones that's not Blood is like neither, but it's like minimal. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So going through that and then growing up on Prince, leaving there, transitioning to getting kicked out of schools, 5th grade, Elma Flag, down off of 5th and 6th. I went to Elma Flag, so everybody, shout out to 5th and 6th, free the homies.
Bird.
I went to Flag with all the 5th and 6th homies, all the way up to 5th grade. Got kicked out 5th grade, moved in with my father. He was Muslim. Sent me to a Muslim school for discipline. Got introduced to a couple of good brothers at that age who I felt like were cool enough to be, in my mind, not Muslim.
Right.
At that age. Because it was like at that age, it was like when it turned to religion, it became a forced mindset.
Right.
At that age.
Do this or do
this or do this
that.
or
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is that. You
This
get
is
what I'm
that,
saying?
yeah.
So now that I see my religious friends are like my regular friends, I'm like, what's the difference?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So now that pushed me in towards a different way. Because now I understand both sides of religiousness to where it makes me more spiritual at that age. Which is crazy because people wasn't on it at that age.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now, growing up like that is like whatever it is that you believing in, you have to believe in it within yourself to move forward.
Yes, sir.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now it's like, all right, now I got to pick and choose my friends because now this is going to determine how my life is going to
Yes,
go.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Moving forward.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. This is how it leads into that.
Yep.
So moving forward, this is how I pick my friends. So now being outside and being in the streets and stuff like that, I get shifted more towards being outside because the energy that it brings to me is different than me being inside wanting to play video games and stuff like that. Which is what's going on now as far as technology. So I'm going like this with
You're
it.
ping-ponging.
I'm ping-ponging it to show you how I got to where I'm going.
Right.
So then from there, I move forward from that. I see what's going on with, again, both sides. So now it's like, all right, I'm heavy outside, but I kind of want to shift my energy because if I stay outside and being outside with certain individuals and my friends, this is where it's going to lead me.
Right.
So it gives me a better direction of where it is that I want to go. So once I start applying myself to go this way, now I'm like doing jobs and things like that. Because I would rather be in the streets. I'm not studious, so I would rather not
How
go
old
to
are you
school.
about this time, you think?
At this time, I'm about 15, 16.
Right.
And I'm looking at it like that. But I'm still in the Jets. I'm still with the gang.
Still with Squad.
Grave Street, I'm still with Squad. And I'm still, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I'm also not one-track minded to where I'm stuck right here just thinking like that.
Your mind is broad.
My mind is open to a bunch of different things because at this age of me growing, I'm seeing all of this stuff for myself. It's not based off of hearsay.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like you can't tell me this because I was there.
Right. So look, I don't mean to cut you off. Let's fast forward though. 'Cause
Okay,
I got a
fast
2-part question for
Okay,
both of
I
you
got
guys,
you.
right? Boom. You moved your family to the Carolinas.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Do you feel like that was a part of control for you to do that, to move your family to the Carolinas? And look, do you feel like this is a 2-part question, so I want you both to think about it. You move into Florida knowing that you had a family back in Jersey. Was it because of abandonment issues? Did you feel like that you was creating that with the family? Like, what was your mindset when you moved them down there? It's basically mindset for both when you moving your family that place and when you left your family to go one place.
Okay, cool.
So you have your joint, and then now you go ahead. Let's go.
So so basically, right? So when I was in Jersey, I was living in we were living in South Jersey, you know, Dayton, Dayton, Dayton,
Far as
New
fuck
Jersey.
from the hood.
It's South.
Hour and a half.
It's South Brunswick, right. So, when I was down there, this is when COVID had hit.
2020.
2020, right? So 2020 hit. It was real for everybody, right? COVID had hit. I was at a job. I was making probably like $19 an hour. I was overnight. I was like
That was your only source of income at the time, or you was outside still?
at that time. That was a source, but I was moving peas.
You still hustling weed.
You know what I'm saying? I was hustling weed. You know what I'm saying? I was hustling weed. You know the shit, nigga, because I was
ain't
running
for
you
me.
Plays.
This ain't.
I
Hey, yo, hold on. This ain't about.
All right,
What are you
okay,
talking
cool.
about?
All right,
This
say
for
no
the
more.
people, bro.
All right, say no more.
Not my boy.
But you
Hey, you hear this nigga, bro? Nigga about to rat on me. Hey, I was bringing you plays. I was bringing you pound plays, bro. What were you talking about, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
It's about you,
But
bro.
you know,
It's not about me.
so my job had to get shut down. You know what I'm saying? Because of COVID, right? I was a lead overnight, right? I'm making probably I want to say $20 an hour, right? Overnight. I'm doing like the 11 p.m. to the 7 a.m. shift, right? And then COVID hit, I had to leave that alone. It shut everything down, right? I got 6 kids now. I got 6 kids.
Hella kids.
My job got shut down, right? So now I get introduced to credit repair, right?
Through who?
Shout out to motherfucker Stormy and shout out to Danielle Carter.
Oh, Stormy, the online lady. Stormy?
Yeah, Stormy.
Oh shit,
man. Shout out to Stormy, man. Shout out to Danielle Carlton and shout out to Stormy. Those was like mentors to me. You know what I'm saying? They put me up on game to start doing credit repair, right? I ain't want to fuck with it though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't want to fuck with it. My lady, she brought it to my attention, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that or whatever. She was like, just see how it'll work out. I dived into it. You know what I'm saying? I gave it some type of consistency. When you give some type of some consistency, you're gonna see some type of
Cuz even called me like, yo,
positive
you trying to get your credit?
results.
I'm like, bro, you just sit 5 plays my way. You talking about trying to get my credit together? You just sent me 5 plays last week.
I ain't even gonna
Nigga
hold you
sent
like
me 3 houses. Like we was doing. I don't want to talk about it. This is some fake shit. You go to the jail for this other shit. You talking about.
But when you get some consistency,
Bro, when you niggas
man,
play, listen what a lot of niggas don't understand. I don't mean to cut you off. Like niggas like us, when we play differently. So conversation. If we tell a different conversation that's too honest, we could possibly go to jail.
Not my boy.
Not my boy.
Because we losing street money with this money,
facts.
moving this thing. So let's, you know what I mean? So keep it a certain way. But go ahead.
I'm transparent.
Yeah, I got it, man. You go to jail by yourself. Don't bring me with you, champ. Love me.
I'm transparent, so you know.
So
anyway, so you know, my lady, you know what I'm saying? She brought the opportunity to me. You know what I'm saying? I was still moving peas on the street. You know what I'm saying? I was still motherfucking moving the pound.
This is 5 years ago.
And yeah, this
Allegedly.
This is 5 years ago.
Allegedly.
This is 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You feel
Pushing
me?
P.
And I'm 6 years ago. This is 2019 because my job got shut down in 2019.
Absolutely.
And then come into 2020.
Allegedly.
Dropping my tell on
You know what I'm saying? This is COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, unemployment was giving out motherfucking checks.
Yeah.
Wow.
They was giving out checks. But anyway, I always knew how to save money.
I've had nothing to do any unemployment schemes ever at any time, at any place, anywhere with anyone.
Disclaimer, whatever I gotta look at. Disclaimer.
The middle camera.
Disclaimer. I've never used any government money
assistance
to
further my
for drug
financial
money,
gain.
whatever.
Hey, y'all,
Right?
these niggas is crazy.
I always knew how to save money though. So I always saved money for my job, right? But as soon as COVID hit, it was just a different type of dynamics, right? So, I'm always a hustler too. So my back got put against the wall. I got 6 kids. So the house I had to turn my basement into a whole classroom for my kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was real for me. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, I had to be there for my kids.
That was in Jersey. That's the house I was in.
This was in Jersey. This was like a condo. This was like a 3-bedroom condo, finished basement and everything.
So the credit made you say, yo, I'm taking it to the next place.
So when I jumped into the credit, I got my credit up, right? And I got approved for like a $40,000 credit card. $40,000 credit limit. You know what I'm saying? I said, hold, wait a minute.
Let me get some peace with this credit card.
We got something going on right here. Right? So I put my lady on to my credit card, right, as an authorized user. We always know, we know what that is, right?
Yeah,
so
hell yeah.
I put my lady on as an authorized user to my high limit credit card, right? I made sure that I paid
it, whatever you
know what I'm saying, paid my shit on time, you know what I'm saying, on a monthly basis or whatever, to make sure she was building her shit up too. You know what I'm saying? So when she built her shit up, I said, after 6 months, I said, yo, apply, Navy Federal, apply. She got approved for like a $25,000 credit card. I said, hold on, we out of here. We leaving Jersey.
65 bands.
I said, I got motherfucking 45K.
You got 25.
On a credit limit, you got 25. We leaving Jersey. We going down to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
You can really see your money.
We could see our money, right? So we go down there, right? And we paying shit up. We paying shit up off our credit cards.
Yeah, because now the rent cheaper, and the income in.
The rent cheaper, the income is there. We got hella credit limits. You know what I'm saying? We got like $65,000 in credit limit.
Yeah.
We paying shit up ahead of time just to give us some breathing room to bring in some more motherfucking revenue. You understand me?
I'm about to bring you back to that because we're about to help the people out. But go ahead, go.
You know what I mean? I'm
gonna give you a synopsis.
I'm about to give you something. I'm about to give you something, right? So, we working off the credit cards. Paying off everything, doing this, doing that, right? So, we get introduced to a tax business. You know what I'm saying?
Who introduced you?
Shout out to Danielle Carlton again. Danielle Carlton, man. Like shout out to Danielle Carlton, man. Salute to her. She's a solid one.
How tedious was the learning process?
It was tedious because first of all, I didn't want to do nobody fucking taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I can't refer nobody
So another
to
nigga.
somebody and get paid off of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta do it yourself.
I had
man.
to do it my damn self. So again, I dived into it.
You turbo taxed it first?
No, hell no. I just dived into it. I dived into the courses, the tax class, dived into it, learned it, and mastered it. You understand me? I mastered it. To now to where I'm running a 6-figure business right now. Off the taxes.
Clean.
I have about 20
one of your biggest assets, some shit you
biggest assets that I never ever thought.
Some shit you wasn't even thinking about.
You know what I'm saying? I got like 20 women on payroll. You know what I'm saying? That's doing great. You know what I'm saying? I shout out to Geronda from Long Island. You know what I'm saying? I paid her $18,000 in the month of March alone. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Shout out to her, man, because I know she's doing big things right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, running a 6-figure business right now just because that I took a leap in faith. You know what I'm saying? Dived in. And just started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Off the tax classes.
All right. Let the homie G go a little bit. The homie G, go ahead.
So leaving
tell
Jersey.
us how you leaving Jersey, leaving your family, how selfish it was. No, I'm fucking.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm playing. Tell us what your mindset was, though, for real.
Nah, truthfully, I was in Jersey partying, enjoying my life and everything like that. But the company that I was around it was a lot going on. So when things started happening and I seen things happening, thinking forward, I'm like, there's no need for me to be around. So I decided to move, and I felt comfortable moving where I was going.
You went to Miami, right?
I went to Miami because I was already going there like 10 years previous.
Right.
You get them just to go. So when I moved there, it was normal, and I already knew everybody I needed to know there. So it was already connected. They was just like, yo, how long you here for? And I'm like, yo, I live here now. They like, you live here? All right, we good. And that was it, just like that.
You was already doing tattoos.
I was already doing tattoos in Miami. I already had a location to do tattoos in Miami. I had connects in Miami where they would
How
let
many
me.
clients you had? 1 to 2?
Nah, I had about 10.
Wait.
I had 10 consistent clients that lived in the city of Miami. We're not just talking about South Beach. South Beach is not Miami.
Wait. Rewind. When did you start doing tattoos, and what made you start doing tattoos?
I started doing tattoos in 2010. And I started doing tattoos because I was having tattoo parties and I was drawing tattoos for people. And I was, shout out to L.A., Irvington,
nigga.
Shout
LA,
out to
what's
LA.
up? He did my
LA, what up?
When you see the EI on my arm, he did that.
Shout out to L.A. L.A. taught me how to do tattoos because I was drawing them and throwing tattoo parties and having L.A. do the tattoo parties for me. And then he was like, yo, you might as well learn how to do them too. And I was like, all right, bet. And then he showed me off the strength of his own will of whatever. He ain't asked for nothing. He ain't want nothing. He just wanted to see me get out of what it is that I was going through. And was like, yo, you might as well do this, get some extra bread. All right, cool. He showed me.
Love. Huh?
That's love. That was love. I always shout out LA.
That's Lil.
Shout out to LA. Shout out to B-Tat. Shout out to what's cuz name from 4th Ave? Ray.
Ray.
Okay. I ain't familiar with who that is.
Nah.
No, you talking about cuz. Ray. I know you talking about.
With the dreads.
Yeah.
Right.
Smurf? No.
No.
Smurf
worked at LA shop.
LA shop too.
Smurf worked at LA
They all
shop.
LA boys. Everybody
Nas,
out there
his
shop.
brother.
Even Chuck.
Shout out to Nas, his brother.
They all came out from the LA shop.
And,
I know
and
Smurf.
Irvington too.
Yeah. All top of Irvington.
But yeah, so
Irvington.
that's what really got me into it. And then I started doing them on my cousins
what
and my
year was
family.
that?
This was 2010. like 2011. But I was just trying to do it for some quick money.
That was right there. That's the shop that he had right there.
That's what he had right there by IHOP,
IHOP.
across the street from IHOP, Springfield and Stuyvesant. Wet lines.
Homie G
lines.
done tatted
So
me
the
in his
same time he
house.
got the tattoo shit,
That's what's wrong
my
with that.
cousin Chuck kind of introduced me to my wife. That's how she was coming up to get a tattoo up there.
And shout out to Chuck B
The
fan.
B fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to B
shit,
fan.
yeah.
ADG, shout out to B fan.
Yeah.
All of that was the whole situation.
That was the whole. It was a lot going on at the time.
That's
Arsenal
crazy.
was coming
That's
around
crazy.
too.
Ours was coming up.
Ours was coming around too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking 2010.
Yeah, Smurf.
So-
yeah.
Shout out to Smurf too. Smurf did tats on me too.
Right, word. He did my.
So that's really how I got into it. And like I said, shout out to LA because that's the one that really like shifted my life from being outside
Just
to
a regular artist.
And focusing on what it is that I'm doing. And for real, that shit saved my life all the way till now. Like I done
Because
been
you had
all
no,
around
you
the
had
world,
no clue
all that shit.
what you was gonna do, even
At
though you
all.
loved to draw.
At all. I just knew how to draw. That was it. So I really wanted to be a cartoonist. But then it was like, nah, you can't be a cartoonist. They ain't gonna make no money. You want to be in the newspaper. They don't make no money. You gotta
Right.
know somebody. You a little black kid that don't know that X, Y, and Z and all this other shit.
Facts.
So it was kind of like all right. I was outside partying, doing whatever in the streets, whatever. And then that came along, and then it brought me back to the streets. But when I got back into the streets, now I'm connecting with, because I was already outside, I'm cool with a bunch of people from outside. So I'm in your neighborhood tattooing by myself. I'm in your neighborhood tattooing by myself. I'm in your neighborhood tattooing by myself. I don't care what gang you in, who you rep, who you with, whatever. When I came through there, it was always respect. They showed me love. I got in there. I'm still here. I got in there. I got out. I got in there. I got out. I did tattoos. Everybody fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? And it transitioned from there. Then they like, yo, you don't got no social media? And I'm like, I don't even take
But
pictures.
how did your baby mother and them feel when you was doing that in the early?
It felt
Miami.
it
I'm
could
talking when you moved to Miami.
When I moved to Miami,
yeah, like
it was
family.
kind of like a drop of a dime type of shit. Like it was like
They was mad at you.
yeah, mad. Like how could, like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? And how could you do this?
Right.
And then it's hard to explain because there's so much going on within the timing that is like I can't really tell you exactly what's going on. I just have to do this, and you gotta trust what I'm doing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's kind of hard, and it's a lot to put on somebody or people when they looking at you like they want you to do better, and where they see you at is you might not be doing words, but
You
you
still
could
daddy
be,
at the end of
but
the
you're
day.
right, and I still am. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you do this? How can you leave this situation? How can you just up and go? And it's like I need to in order for it to balance out.
It took some adjustment for
It
you.
took a lot of adjustment.
Can I piggyback off that situation?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
A
there?
lot of
Right?
adjustment.
So let me piggyback off of what he just said just now, right? So, cause I'm in a relationship too, right? So, you know, and I feel like, you know, if a female, you know, don't give her all, right, to you or your dreams and your vision, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes like you gotta do shit on your own. You know what I mean? Like if I have this vision, right? So if I want to do this, right? I want to do this. I need support about this. Right? So now, if I want to do this, right, and if it's making sense, right? I'm bringing in revenue, right? Off of this thing that I'm doing. Why don't I have the support?
But because it comes from this, right? You might want that and you want to do that, but then now, where does it fit in for her dreams
Now,
and her ambitions and her goals?
so let's say now,
Her goals. Look, her goals
So let-
might not make no money in the beginning.
so let's say now that, you know, she has her own thing that she's doing, right? And let's say that you're trying to put her on to some things that you're doing,
She want to do what she want to do.
right? Right.
You can't do that. You see the faces you made?
Right.
You just belittled her whole thing.
No. I'm not gonna belittle nothing that she's doing.
Your face belittled
I'm
it.
going to support whatever that she's doing, right? Especially if it's making sense, if it's making dollars, and it's
But
making.
it might not be making dollars.
It may not be making dollars, right? I don't care about it, right? I don't care if it's not making dollars. If it's making her happy, that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? If it's making her happy, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, my lady, she jumped into everybody doing this little rodeo and cowboy stuff. Right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Everybody doing that right now, right? And she jumped into that. You know what I'm saying? And I love it for her. Cause I don't want her around me all the time, 24/7.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I got so much going on. Like, I have so much going on. Like this business, right?
You about to get in one of them
Sometimes
now.
I feel like I'm a one-man band to certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To certain my businesses or whatever, right? Especially with real estate. So, but I try to coach her on to the real estate so she could be like
Probably just not with it.
like a partner of
She probably not
of
with
mine.
it. But let's go to this one. Is she supporting the Chew Me Up Inc? She supporting that?
the Chew Me Up the vending machine.
Yeah, vending machines. Is she
She's-
supporting that? And look, is she, outside of her supporting that,
What's your
right?
definition of support?
Let me hold on. Let me about to break down two different things. Like,
You asked me a question.
Two things.
I know.
Is she supporting that, right? And is she supporting you doing your wholesaling? So let's figure out the two. All right. So you doing wholesaling in the homes, and then you doing Chew Me Up Inc. Support is, baby, yeah, do your thing. I like what you're doing. Woo, woo. That's support. Because you know what? Nobody don't owe you nothing. We just spoke about that right in the beginning. And expectations are far from something you shouldn't do. So, man, that's the case, right? That means that's even from your lover. Nobody exempt. So you talking about support? Support is you did a great job.
I like this.
That's support.
I like this.
Because is that not support? Because now, so look, support comes from the operational standpoint, but not just operational.
He
right?
facing you now, bro.
He
facing you now, bro.
I gotta tell him.
He facing you now,
It don't come from just operational standpoint, right? But it comes from personal support. Right? What expectations are, because now we lean back to expectations because you said, what is support?
Why
When
have
you,
expectations?
So when you ask me what is support, that means that you have an expectation. So you asked me that. You open this can of worms.
Come on.
That means drop.
Come on, let him
Drop my
respond.
brother,
Come
right?
on, come
Drop
on,
my
come on.
blood cousin.
Come on.
Right? He didn't have to do what he did, right? We got a similar goals and similar dreams. We chased the thing at the same time. He supported me first, and then in the process, we figured how we could fit him in and do it. I supported him, and in the process, our dreams were supported because we believed and agreed in the same thing. I'm lying, Drop. So we went forward how we saw fit, right? But now imagine Drop didn't do music. And he didn't support like that. But what he did was he just bought something when he came out, and he just bought a T-shirt, and he just told the people about it. So now is he not a supporter? He's still a supporter. Because it's not his responsibility to campaign, to financially campaign what we got going on. When we was doing music, Drop financially campaign what I had going on, and vice versa. That's what we did because that's what we did. We are brothers, we family. This is my first cousin. We got the same last name. So maybe that took a little advantage with us, me and Drop. So now hold on, now I'm bringing it back to you. This is the question I'm about to ask you, because now we bringing it back to you. You asking about support.
Come on.
What is your expectation when it comes to support?
It's about intentions. It's about intentions.
Get him.
It's about intentions.
Huh?
Again, one more time.
Intentions.
Expound.
Okay.
Expound on that.
Intentions.
Expound on that.
Right?
Hey, tell
I was so ready for you. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
It's about intentions.
I told you this was gonna be good, right, homie?
Right?
Come on.
So if I have a deal, right? I got a real estate deal. I'm being modest right now, right? I got a real estate deal.
Super modest.
Super modest, right?
Super
It's
modest.
not close on so many real estate deals. We have a talk
Yeah, me
already.
and him just
or
bros.
whatever, right?
We just had a conversation.
Yeah, we had
about
to talk already, right? If I have a real estate deal, right? And I
it. Names
say,
don't. Hey yo, don't cut this part. Let him finish talking. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't cut this.
Let me talk
Go
my
ahead, go ahead,
stuff.
cuz.
Let me cook, right? So if I have a real estate deal,
Right.
right, and I'm telling my lady, yo, go shoot this, and this, or whatever to these sellers or whatever, and do this or whatever, and she doesn't do it.
Okay.
Right? And she doesn't do it.
Okay.
She doesn't do it. Now,
what?
I have a potential deal right here, and I'm asking her to help me with this deal. Like, yo, shoot this out, or whatever, right? And she doesn't do it. And then now, I have to do it on my own. And I shoot this shit out to the sellers, because I already have a buyer already.
Okay.
I already have a buyer. I shoot this sell out to the seller. Oh, I negotiate this and that.
So once you close that deal, you feel like you don't owe her shit?
And when I close, yeah. and when once this deal comes apart, right? It's like, where was your intentions?
Yeah. How you get the benefit off of something you ain't want to help with?
Nah, but
You ain't want to help.
But then she said you, baby,
You
that's a
ain't
good
want to help
job.
me with this,
Yeah.
right? When I
But you
tried
want
to
that.
put you on,
Yeah.
I tried to put you on to this,
Yeah.
to put you in as a partner,
Back up some.
as a partner, right?
Yeah.
I try to put you in as a partner,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to this real estate shit, right? And then I do this shit on my own, and then here I come closing on something, right?
Should she be able to reap the same benefits?
Open you give me a cup, guys.
He good.
I'm going, I have a big heart.
Yeah, okay. You got a big cup now too. Shit, damn.
I don't know why he did that.
He done poured you. He done poured you a whole pint.
I ain't-
He done poured-
He ain't gotta ask you the rest of the
Listen,
night.
I ain't had to look at it. I felt it.
Yeah.
Right? I felt it, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, right? So let me get back to what I was saying, right? So, so I got a real estate deal, right? And if I try to put her on to work this deal with me, you know what I mean? And then she don't want to work this deal, and then I work this deal,
How does she?
I'm not gonna be right. So, but at the same time,
It's your wife.
That's your wife.
this is my lady.
She gonna benefit regardless.
This my lady.
What's gonna happen?
She gonna benefit regardless.
Right.
She ain't gonna benefit for what she thinks she gonna motherfucker benefit off the motherfucker check.
But
You know what I'm
it's a- it's a
saying?
no question,
But she
no
going,
brainer.
but she going motherfucker benefit off it regardless.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you're not about to get this whole check. You know what I'm saying? When I put this work in and I try to teach you and coach you about this business.
But keep it real, you still gonna break it down with her.
Got to. It's mandatory.
Listen,
So what we talking about? What I'm telling you is like
Percentages is different.
that
she get her own money though at the same time.
but that conversation is not.
She
That
got-
conversation should never be for your wife. You know why?
She get her own money.
Let me tell you why that
And
conversation
I
should
could
never
blow
be.
that whole bag and don't give her nothing.
Right.
Well, why not?
You said
She
why?
ain't help.
You said why
Yo.
not?
Yo, let me.
I could blow that whole bag and don't
let me
give
tell
her
you.
nothing.
Let me tell you.
And I would feel fine with it.
Let me tell you.
Whoa.
Because you tripping. Let me tell you
I
something.
would feel fine with if I got a motherfucking $11,000 bag.
Sit back.
Or a $10,000 bag, right? And I tried to coach her on this shit, and I get this shit on my own.
That's mine to the
$10,000
neck.
back. I would feel okay with not giving her none of the 10K, right?
I don't
Right.
believe that.
Listen, hold on. I will feel okay with not giving her none of that 10K.
Right.
But being as though she is my wife
Yeah.
and we live in the same household,
Yeah.
I will break her off a little piece.
Little something.
Just a little piece. She might get back off of 10K. She might get about 2,500. That's
Well,
it.
this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Go
Like
ahead.
they
Well, she
said
could have got half.
She could have got half.
Well, what I'm telling you is
If
like
she played her role.
It don't. That's the problem with us
If she
right
played
now.
her role
because it's
got
it ain't,
with me
it ain't my money. It ain't your money.
been a partner
It ain't
with
my
me.
money. When it comes to
You know what I'm saying,
relationships, us
Jim?
being in a marriage,
Absolutely.
a marriage, it
Like,
ain't my
come
money.
on.
It ain't her money. It's our money. So I think the concept you saying is kind of wrong. And another thing I'm saying to you is this, right? Think about what I'm saying to you.
You with the narrative of the statistics of
Life. That's how it works. That's how it is.
You going by the narrative
Look. I'm married like you married. I've been
society.
married. Look. I've been with my wife 15 years.
You going by society.
Hold on. Let's not look where I'm
I've
looking.
been married for 16 years.
Yeah, look.
I've been with her for 19 years.
Look, and I've been with my wife 15 years.
I've been married for
I've been-
16
Yeah,
years.
you've been married longer than me.
I've been
But look,
married for 16
look,
years, bro.
Let me say this to you.
Before you even knew your wife,
I've been with my
he was
wife.
married.
Absolutely. No,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
Talk to
not
me.
That's
before.
what he just
Not
said.
before.
I
my wife.
married.
Not before my wife.
I got married in 2009.
Oh, you was married. Yeah, you done, yeah.
What are you talking
I've
about?
been my life
What are
2011.
you talking about?
So, but that don't
I
have
got
nothing to
married
do
in
with
2009, bro.
Just because you
got married-
was
I'm married
married
for 16
don't
years,
mean
bro.
that you wasn't doing it wrong. Let me tell you the
What we
facts
talking
right here.
about?
Let me
What
tell you
we
the facts
talking
right
about?
here. This is a fact. But I'm telling you right
What
now.
we talking about?
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Come on, Louis. What we talking about?
Boom.
What we talking about?
Let me tell you.
You can't. Come on. Come on.
Your money is our money, not
on.
when it comes to marriage, not my money.
I could teach you something.
Now, outside of that,
I'ma teach you something.
No, stop. Let me finish talking.
I'ma teach you something.
You won't let me talk? You said that 3 times. Let me speak.
Come on.
So now,
Yeah.
outside of that, right?
18-3, yeah.
So outside of that,
Yeah.
my wife came in and she spun whatever she spun. She did whatever she did. She didn't come in and supposed to do what she supposed to done, so on and so forth. That's not her responsibility. They say when women work generally, they working in the masculine. When they work generally, have a job, when they doing whatever they bring in the income, they working in the masculine, not in the feminine.
What?
It's not, I'm telling you, this is a fact. When women work, when we talking about back in the day, when we talking about real instincts, men supposed to come bring the bag, pay the bag, and divide it how it's supposed to be divided. Let me finish talking. I'll let you speak. How you see fit. Absolutely.
Ooh.
And as a
Come
Muslim
on,
man,
come on,
you know the
come on,
same.
come on.
You run the household, but
Come on.
it start when you run the household. You start with what?
Come on.
Finances. Yeah, finances, and then leadership comes from what you can give, not what you can take. Most people don't understand that part about giving. Most people don't understand that part about living, about leadership. When you're leading, you have to lead by example. When she say no, I don't want to, you have to still do it. You know why? Because you're leading. And it comes with sacrifices. With those sacrifices, it comes financial gain and sometimes financial ungain. Let me finish. I let bro speak. I let bro speak. Hold on, no. It's only been 1 minute, bro.
I'm going to get him.
Bro, stop.
I promise you.
You gotta let me. You gotta let me talk. You gotta let me talk. I let you speak.
Cook.
Bro. Let me cook.
So I'm going to get
be
him.
quiet.
Oh my God.
So I've been.
I'm going to get him.
Let me go. Let me talk. I let you speak. I've been married. I've been with my woman 15 years. I've been married 5 years. And in life, when it comes with life, it comes with understanding and then purpose
And compromising.
Let me finish talking. You got to be quiet and let me get to
But
there.
you agree to compromise.
Yeah, absolutely. But let me get there. I can't even get there if you speak. When you speak, I'm men. I do what men do, right? When you speak, I be
teach you something.
look.
He
Be
gonna
quiet.
teach you
Be
something.
quiet. When some men speak, I be quiet, and I expect the same.
Respect.
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm a man, and I only do what men do. When you smoke, I shut the fuck up. You know why? Because you're a man. I need the same respect. So when I had my wife, when I got my wife, this is what the deal is. This is what we doing. Now, should you pay 100% of the bills? I'm not agreeing with you paying 100% of the bills. I think we should definitely do something that's agreeable. Should my wife work even though it's in a masculine? Absolutely. I'm telling you what what's the name say, and then what my thoughts are. And then as we moving forward, it's things that we don't agree on, like he just said, and it's things that I want you to do that she don't do.
Okay.
And I still take the lead on it. You know why? Because I'm the guy that lead by example. Not only do I lead by example, I know that in the process of me leading by example, like I did the little homies, I was 19 years old. I had 14 niggas hustling for me on my block, and then 25 niggas on the other people hustling me. You understand? Know what I needed out of everything else? I knew that I got to sacrifice. I knew that I got to give these niggas half of my money to see the vision. So it's the same thing with my wife. I gotta go outside, tell her about it, and then do it, and then give her some of the money to her to see the vision to make her want to be a part of it.
Same
Go
thing
ahead.
he just said. He gave her a portion, not the portion.
Well, she didn't want to be a part of it. He said he gave her a little 20%, little 25%.
He gave her 25%.
That's the same.
First of all, as the leader of your household,
No, I said 50%. I just said I gave her half of it.
no, as the leader of your household, you responsible to take care of what you taking care of.
Absolutely.
Anything extra? Oh, you ain't want to work and help for this? I give you what I feel like giving you.
No, that's not
this
true.
Extra. This is a bonus.
That's not true because it's not her responsibility to work. It's yours. So she not responsible.
No, her responsibility
So
is
being that
whatever
she not
he asked
responsible
her.
to work, so being
I'll
that she
let
not
you talk.
responsible to work, you can't. Your expectations got to be lower.
No, he asked for a favor.
That's a fact.
I need you to handle this for me so I can.
She
get
can't
this
handle
done.
that. She can't because that's not. She don't
All
want.
right, so
she
you
don't
can't
want to
get
do that.
50.
She can get 50.
You can't get 50.
Bro, that's not what. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Take your ego out of it. And take. Don't look at your wife like you look at a man, right? You know what a man. You know what you say to a man. You eat what you kill, bro. It's the difference. She eat what she don't kill. You know why? Because while you out there trying to kill shit, she's doing the responsibilities that you ain't doing. You ain't sitting there with the homework taking care of your kids. I'm not saying you, bro. We talking about general. We outside of you. We talking about she sitting there writing down the homework with your kids. We sitting there doing this with your kids. She having a conversation with your kids that you can't have the conversations, and she's doing those things. That's what I'm telling you. That's the difference. My wife come home, she works, she make more money. She make whatever, she making a lot of money. My wife make a lot of money. She come home and she still cook dinner. She still bust it open when I tell her to bust it open. I don't want to treat my wife like that when I tell her. Because I don't want to say it like that. Yeah. But she come home, she cook the dinner.
Shout out to B.
She come home, she clean. Shout out to B. She come home, she cook the food. She look good when she look good. You know my wife always look good. That's her thing. And she know I like something to look at. But you know why? She know I'm the prize. And I look at her as such too. But go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna
shit, you done said all that shit.
I think cuz to refute what I'm saying. Jersey.
So let me ask you a question, right?
Ask me the question.
So, what if you was with your lady, right? You know what I mean? Like, would be, right? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got some years in, right?
You got that then, yeah.
Y'all got years in, right?
15.
Yeah. Y'all got years in, right? And then, let's say that, you doing X, Y, Z. Like, you doing this, you paying this bill, you paying this bill, and you paying this bill, right? And she get money too. But you doing this, you doing this, you doing this, right? Because, us men, we simple. You know what I'm saying? We don't want too much. You know what I'm saying? We just want peace. You know what I'm saying? We want to feel wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We want to feel needed.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
you want all the needs, you want all the things that you want a woman should provide.
We want to feel wanted, man. You know what I mean? We want to feel needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to feel adored by our ladies, right?
Let's go. Come on, let's move forward.
But when you doing all of this, right? For the household, but this doesn't get
We listen.
attended to, how you feel about that?
I'm divorcing you. Or we going to counseling. I'm going to counseling, we doing a divorce. It's either like, so.
You divorcing or you going to counseling?
Both. So I'll go to counseling first. I'm going to, like me, I can look, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You grew up a little different. We grew up similar.
I'm listening.
We grew up a little different.
I'm listening, cuz.
Let me tell you something.
I've been married for 16 years,
Nah,
cuz.
it's not even about that. I'm telling you.
We grew up from the same turf,
You gotta
cuz.
come up with
Like,
that.
what you
You said
talking
you had
about?
it. So,
we grew up dating Grape Street, nigga, from the same turf, cuz.
What I'm telling you is this, right? Look,
I've been married I've been married longer than you.
Right. Absolutely.
Longer.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I'm a foster home nigga, right? So in the process of me being a foster home nigga, in the process of me being a foster home nigga, I realized that ain't nobody gonna take care of me but me, right? And in that process, it's nobody taking care of me but me. I can't reach over there, nigga. You got it all be down there. Oh, it's right here. No homo.
Exactly.
No, I'll apologize.
When you get married, though,
So look.
It's for better or for worse.
Let me finish talking. I didn't even get
And
there.
Fat Boy was up here. He said niggas never been married.
It's for better
Said
or
niggas
for
don't
worse.
understand when you ain't
It's
never
for
been
better
married.
or for worse.
Right.
So when they get worse,
You gotta let me talk.
you don't get goofy and leave or try to dip out. These vows.
But I think you niggas is leaving. I think you
the
niggas.
vows.
I think
the vows.
But I think niggas is leaving, and when they say they get worse, I think niggas perception.
You gotta stick
of
it
what,
in.
Look. I think niggas' perception of what worse is different than what my perception of worse is. As long as my wife not fucking nobody, it ain't no worse. You can do all the problems you have.
So that's the motherfucking main shit
Yeah,
for
I don't
you.
give a fuck about nobody.
That's
you
the
can
main
have all
shit
the problems.
for you.
You can have all the problems
If
you
she
would have.
fuck somebody
You're
else,
done. You're done.
it's like you're done.
You're done. I'm beating you up.
I'm
telling you on camera.
See that? Stop for.
Stop a lot.
No,
I'm not Muslim, bro. Y'all life. I'm telling you. Look. You want me to?
a genuine nigga. You're not a genuine.
I'm genuine. I'm very genuine.
You're not.
I'm telling you, I'm
You're
genuine.
not.
You
Bro,
can't love that woman and put your hands
if
on
you
her.
cook, that's not true.
And
can't.
And
That's
you're
not
not
true.
That's not true.
valuing the
That's not
vows.
true. I'm valuing.
You're not valuing the vows.
Go to being Muslim. It says when my mother
Muslim?
told me this, and she Muslim.
Are you
She said
Muslim?
I get the what?
You Muslim?
I get to put my mother is
You Muslim?
my wife mother is.
Are you Muslim?
No.
All right.
I don't believe in no God.
All right.
I don't believe in no God.
Say that when Cos was out here.
I said, hold on.
No.
I said that I don't believe in no God.
All right. So
I don't believe in no
So,
God.
all right. So you're not Muslim. So never mind that.
So you know me personally, right? I'm not genuine, nigga.
Listen, that has nothing to do with you feeling the same way about your situation.
Well, I'm lost. What you saying?
What you mean? You're not Muslim.
I'm not Muslim.
So how could you say what you just said just now?
Well, how? Yeah, I'm regular. I'm live my life how I live it. You cheat on me, I'm beating you up.
That's crazy.
Do you believe?
Hey, Ralph, fuck all the
Right.
small talk.
Fuck all the small
Fuck
talk.
all the small talk. Hey, Ralph.
He
Who,
trying to tell you,
who you believe in?
None of that.
Nobody.
I got no
Oh,
beliefs.
that's
Nobody?
the question now.
No beliefs.
No beliefs. I got no beliefs in God. I believe in energy. That's the only thing I believe in. I don't believe in. I got no beliefs in God.
Who brings energy?
Energy.
Who brings energy?
The universe.
The universe?
Yes.
Who brings the universe?
No one.
No one brings the universe?
Absolutely.
Get that nigga Ralph.
Who the fuck brings the universe?
Nothing.
So it's just
Universe is an accident.
So nobody.
The universe is an accident. So it's an explosion of
nobody
life.
created a universe.
No, nobody created it.
So you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
I believe in a Big Bang Theory. That's a
Stop.
fact.
You.
I'm helping him, my bad.
No. Don't do that. Don't do
I'm
that,
asking him, is that what he
Don't do
believes
that,
in?
because you.
Bro, you asking
Is that
me.
we
Y'all
together?
You asking me about my beliefs. Don't worry
Y'all
about.
always together.
Don't worry.
I don't know what he's going to say.
I'm about to turn this motherfucker.
What I believe and what I don't believe in, that's
into a
haram.
whole different
You
type of-
asking me what I believe in, what I do, that's haram. What I believe in was what I believe in. You question it, it don't matter.
That's correct. That's correct.
So don't ask me that.
You could believe in whatever you want
What
to
I believe in.
Right. And I always knew that, Louis. I always knew that.
You knew that. You knew me
I
for
always
years.
knew that. I always knew that. You know.
Let me tell you why though. Let me give you some context though. In 1998, 1999, Rail know what I'm about to tell you. He already know what I'm saying to you. My grandmother died. There's some real shit I'm about to tell you. My mother in jail. I never met my father. I don't got no other parents. My grandmother died. The church that my grandmother went to, they made us pay. I had to go outside hustle. You remember when back in the day?
Shit, this was 97. This
Yeah,
like
97, 98, 97, 98. I had to go outside and sell muscle just to give my grandmother the funeral. And for the church, they wanted $500 something. Just keeping it, and I don't want to be, what's the name, because I don't want to cry, but just keeping it real with you. So when I had to pay that money for them for us to all do that, it just kind of like, I never really stuck with the church or nothing like that ever again. I just, so y'all can say what y'all want to say about me, man. But I just, you know what I mean? I'm just a guy that had to, what's the name?
But God ain't make you pay that. That's church people.
Transparent with
You know
the
what I'm
people. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I said once that happened, man, there ain't no God, man. These niggas on bullshit. My grandma went here 30 years, 20 years, and I gotta pay y'all $500. It ain't a lot of money. I'm 12 though. This 1998, 1999. So my mindset different.
And
As a
that's the
boy,
effect
obviously
that had
I
on you.
grew out of that mindset, but my mindset didn't really change much. Bro, if bro called me and said, yo, his kids needed something, this is my love. I'll take everything out of my pocket and I'll call around. And bro would do the same for me. If I call bro, say, bro, I need $100, bro. I'm fucked up, bro. Let me get $100 or whatever it is. If I call you, you gonna send it to me. You get what I'm saying to you? What I'm telling you is, once that happened, you know I'm coming here standing. You been sending me. Imagine you seeing me since '95, coming here every 3 Sundays, standing here for the Goodwill line. Y'all giving me clothes.
But see, yeah, everybody like that.
And now you're gonna make us pay $500 for my grandmother's funeral when you see me standing in the Goodwill line to get clothes. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
I've been standing, you've been seeing me standing in this line 3-4 years, getting clothes from you guys for free. And now you asking me. And now you asking me for $500.
Where the fuck would I get $500
for your grandma? Where the fuck I'm gonna get $500 from? That's what's up. Nobody knows this. I always say, y'all started selling drugs at 11 or 12. This is why I started selling drugs. Nobody knows this. I don't even want to it bring back memories in my head.
Chat line too.
This is 98, 97. I'm talking, I got to do this. Come on, bro. So why would you think I would want to be a Christian or whatever in life? I'm just not.
I understand you're not gonna believe in none of that.
Yeah, I don't care about that, bro. That's what he think, bro.
Hey, homie G, before we get out of here, fuck all the small talk.
Fuck all the small talk.
What's the dumbest tattoo you ever did on somebody? You like, why the fuck is you getting this?
And who taxes you fucked up that one time? Be all Let's go crazy.
All right, so I've done sunflower and dollar signs.
What the
inside of a female?
Oh, nigga wildin'.
In a what?
That nigga wildin'.
In a what? In the a-hole?
Hey, bro, this is one of my favorite episodes. I know he's saying this, but outside of that,
nah, we got kicking it this way.
This shit about to be.
I heard him though.
Yeah, he wildin'.
He said a sunflower. A dollar sign.
A sunflower.
Did she ask you that or something you just put together?
No, this is what she asked for specifically.
You sure, cuz?
So what's going through your mind as you tatting an asshole?
I hope.
You trying not to smell it?
Right. I hope she showered. I hope it's clean.
Let me get out here quick as possible.
I hope she don't got a fart. I hope the ink's sticking so I can just go through one time and that's it.
Yeah.
And we about to see how life about to go, because at this point, I don't know what God got me in, but he got it.
What led me here?
What led me here, you get what I'm saying? Shit happens like that. Shit literally happens like that.
Shit literally.
Tell me your business before we get out about it.
So, Tatted Loose 2. Ink Therapy, Ink _therapy, TH3RAPY.
And where did you come up with that name?
Tell me Instagram and everything.
INK _TH3.
Bring it closer to you. Bring the mic closer to you. Grab it.
INK _TH3ARPY. It's my 6th year anniversary. I've been in North Carolina for 6 years now, doing tattoos out there in the same shop, same state.
This shit was fucking nice.
And where did you come up with the name from?
I came up with the name Ink Therapy because ink is therapeutic. Love is love. It's in the shape of a heart. You get what I'm saying?
Show them the chain.
Show them the chain.
They see it.
They gotta see it.
They see it.
This shit heavy.
They know what the fuck going on.
Damn. They gotta know it. When I seen it,
I really work too hard.
The first thing I said.
I'm really like I don't even like to talk. I don't like to be in all of that.
Zoom in.
You get what I'm saying?
Zoom in.
I don't like, you get what I'm saying?
Chain.
I worked
Zoom
hard,
in.
that's all.
Wait.
I came from North.
Hold on.
I moved to different states.
We got APs on our wrist.
I came from North. I moved from different states.
We got APs on our wrist too. Hold on.
I appreciate God. Believe in God.
We got APs.
Whatever your goals and dreams is, go for it. Believe in that. If you believe in it, it's gonna happen.
Oh, y'all niggas went crazy. I seen it. I'm like, God damn.
And I also want the viewers, when y'all see these two gentlemen up here, just know just because you a gang banger don't mean a gang member don't mean you have to end up just dead or in jail. These are two successful gang members up here.
All right. It's always other options. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Always get the You know what I'm saying? You can explore different. Everybody got the same.
Tell them
24 hours.
the worst tax shit you did for somebody, right? And then after you tell them the worst tax you did, tell them about the transition. Why you made the transition from not selling weed?
Either the worst tax one or one where you was like, man, I'm about to put anything on this shit.
Worst taxes and why I made the transition?
How many? Tell me years ago too. Let them know it was years.
I did taxes. I started doing taxes like 2021, right? And I did my big one, and I got, awarded with a national vice president. You know what I'm saying?
A company, right?
Right, for a company. Shout out to One Stop Taxes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mowbray. But at the same time, I did have a fucked up ass client that came to me and wanted me to give her like $13,000 when she ain't have no kid.
Crazy.
No kid. She had a W-2.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? No kid, and they expected me to get her back like $13,000.
Tripping.
It was over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to educate her. Like, listen, like Uncle Sam want what he want. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Sam wants, 13% of your annual income.
Oh, she owed money?
You know what I'm saying? So she owed money. You know what I mean? So she owed money, and, I still collected my dollars or whatever, but, I educated her on what's going on with Uncle Sam. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
not to expect what you thinking that you're supposed to get back. Right? So, when I'm in this business, I'm in this tax business to educate and to teach. I'm not into this business to get over on anybody. I'm in this business to teach. Teach and coach.
Right.
That's it.
All right,
Coach
so
and inspire and motivate.
if
I
y'all
made about 200 and some change
in 1 year.
You know what I'm saying? $200,000 and some change. Shout out to my lady too, man.
wait, repeat that again to the people.
200,000.
How much?
200,000 and some change, man, in 90 days.
If you want to figure out how to make $200K in 90 days,
You know what
Follow
I'm
him
saying?
on
Tap
the gram.
in.
What's your Instagram?
Holler at me, man. Like KINGZ _ consultant solutions COULT. You know what I'm saying? Solutions.
Let them know that you doing wholesale
You know what I'm
deals
saying?
as
I
well.
do wholesaling too. You know what I'm saying? Like I sell land.
okay.
I mean,
What
I'm in a
else?
real estate business.
You going back to the classes, giving niggas classes? Like what
I'm
you
doing classes August. Tap in with me. Where the camera at? You know what I'm saying?
there.
The
August
camera.
what?
Listen, man. The first week in August, man, I'm doing classes. Tap in. I'm doing classes for the real estate. Show you how to wholesale.
At a good price. Let them know at a good
Wholesale
price.
land.
Just
Closing
Obama
on land.
prices? What they got?
5-figure deals. Tap in with me. All right? KINGZ _ CONLULTNINT.
Boom.
Solutions.
Nigga body. That came got body.
You know what happened on beers and bottles, man.
I'm gonna have to add that.
We gonna add it for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
You know what I mean? It's your main man, PBM Louie,
It's the homie GF
and we're bids.
and bottles.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nah, that was dope.
That was like,
Y'all drunk niggas want